Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shabina Fatma. Today we are going to discuss about fingerprint types. So, what is fingerprint? So, fingerprint is the pattern formed by the friction ridges on the distal phalanges of the fingers. So, there are so many terms. So, we have to understand one by one what are they so that we can understand what is fingerprint. So, distal phalanges, the fingers, it has three parts: proximal, middle and distal. So the tip portion of the fingers are known as distal. So the fingerprints are present on that tip portion and they are friction ridges. Means what? Friction ridges means there are elevated lines, there are elevated lines, and they are like, you can understand it like it is wave like structure. Just imagine it like wave like structure. So the elevations are known as ridges and the depressions are known as, what can we say, depressions are known as furrows or grooves. So it is rough skin and it contains the friction ridges, and these friction ridges, when inked and collected on paper, it is called fingerprint. So these are the impressions of this friction ridges which are present on distal phalanges. Okay, understand? Then there are various types of there are various types of fingerprints. Means there are so many types. Like number one, they there are arches. They can be plain arch or tinted arch. Plain arch means the friction ridges comes from one side, makes a little hill like structure, and then goes outward from the other side. There is chord, but there is no delta. Then tinted arch, it is also a wave like structure. The friction ridges comes from one side, makes a upthrust, and then moves from opposite side. It is arch types. Then there can be radial loop. What is radial loop? Means the friction ridges comes from the thumb side, then move some distance and return back to the same direction from where it comes. Means returns back to the thumb side. It is called radial loop. Then what is ulnar loop? The friction ridges comes from the little finger side, moves, attains some distance, and then returns back to the little finger side only. And in case of loop, there is delta, there is chord, and there should be a ridge count of at least one, so that we can determine that it is a loop. Then what is whorl? Whorl, it has complete recurving curve in the center around a core, and there are two delta, and there is a complete recurving curves in the center around the core for a pattern to be a whorl. Then composites, fourth pattern is composite. It can be twin loop, it can be lateral pocket, it can be central pocket. So what are they? Central pocket. Central pocket is a combination of whorl as well as loop. There are 2-3 whorl in the center, and then there are so many loops, and there are so many loops surrounding these 2-3 whorls which are present in the center. So we can say that there is a small pocket, there is a small whorl, and there are large ridges which are forming the loop in case of central pocket. Then twin loop. Twin loops, as the name suggests, there are two loops and they are moving in opposite directions. One is moving rightward, other is moving leftward. Means two loops and they are moving in the opposite direction in case of twin loop. Then lateral pocket. In lateral pocket there are two loops but both are moving in the same direction. Then accidental, the pattern which is not fit in any of the category, they are considered as accidental. Means they are some tricky patterns which can be combinations of 2-3 patterns like whirl, arch, means some different patterns which is not fit in any of the category come under accidental patterns. Friends, this is something about the pattern types. If you like the video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a good day. Jai Hind.